Welcome to my YouTube video about the top tourist attractions to visit in Italy. Italy has to be one of my all-time favorite countries. It's home to some of the world's most fascinating history, stunning towns, and pure Mediterranean vibes. From the jagged peaks of the Dolomites to the jaw-dropping coast of Sardinia, Italy has it all. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and get ready for an amazing tour of the best places in Italy. 1. Amalfi Coast. I have to say this is one of the most beautiful places, not just in Italy, but all of Europe. The Amalfi Coast is located in southern Italy, about a 3 hours drive from Rome. It's just hard to believe this place exists. One of the most well-known towns on the Amalfi Coast is Positano. When you see this place in real life, you won't believe it. It's hard to beat the backdrop of the mountains filled with colorful villas against a Mediterranean sea filled with boats and yachts. If you can handle the skinny roads, I definitely recommend just driving along the whole entire coastline and seeing all the beautiful towns. One notable place on the coast is the city of Aran. It's one of the best preserved medieval towns on the Amalfi Coast. If you want a more adventurous activity, you can take a hike on the Path of the Gods. The Path of the Gods is a 6-kilometer trail that takes you above the cliffs of the coast. You will get some of the most jaw-dropping views. The best time to visit the Amalfi Coast is in May or in the early fall. You'll be able to miss the summer crowds while still enjoying the warm Mediterranean weather. 2. The Dolomites. One of the best places in the Dolomites is the Sisita. The green grass slopes contrasted with the jagged mountain ridge mixed for one of the most unbelievable landscape combos in the world. Another magical place nearby is Alpe di Susi. It's home to the largest high alpine meadow in Europe. The backdrop of the Saw Mountain with the farm huts create a scene straight out of a dream. Another must-visit place in the Dolomites is the Cime di Laverdio. There's just so much to see here. The Lake Como. Located at the base of the Alps, Lake Como is a sight to see. The lake is shaped like an upside-down letter Y, and it's known for its picturesque scenery and luxury villas. Lake Como has been named one of the real's most beautiful lakes. Now when you're there, you can walk the streets up Egea or take a ferry to the other lakeside villages. 4. Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre is made up of 5 seaside villages. The small fishing villages have lined the coast for thousands of years. During the Middle Ages, the villages started to be attacked from pirates, so fortifying walls were built to protect them from any future raids, and the small town of Vernazza is one of my favorites. It has the only natural port of Cinque Terre. It remains one of the truest fishing villages on the Italian Riviera. These colorful houses and beauty of these cities are just unbelievable. It's just hard to beat the charm of these Italian villages. 5. Sardinia. The second largest island in the Mediterranean. With some of Europe's best coastline, pristine beaches, and the clearest water you will ever see. Sardinia is the place you got to go. Now, one of the most impressive spots on Sardinia is the Bonii Coast. It's 40 kilometers of coastline that's made up of massive limestone cliffs and secluded beaches. The Bonii Coast isn't the easiest place to reach. Most places require a hike or a boat ride, so if you do go, I definitely recommend renting a boat so you can see all of the coast.
And the clearest water I've ever seen.
When you are there
Sardinia
cruising
is
on
the
a
place
boat,
you gotta
I
go.
recommend
Now,
Coloretz. It has this insane rock formation coupled with crystal clear water. It's like paradise there. 6. Rome. Rome may be one of the most famous and iconic capitals in the world. Its history spans over 28 centuries. Ancient Rome's architecture stands today and draws millions of tours each year. One of the most well-known structures of the capital is the Colosseum. It's this all-shaped amphitheater that was completed in 1880. It was the largest amphitheater built that could hold anywhere from 50 to 80,000 spectators. You can just marvel its structure from the outside or take a guided tour to witness the interior. Another beautiful place in Rome is Trevi Fountain. It's a Baroque-style fountain that was built in 1762. There's just so much to see in Rome. 7. Puglia. Located on the boot hill of Italy, Puglia is a region famous for its whitewashed towns and magnificent coastline. An amazing place on the coastline is Polignano a Mare. It's a stunning town right on the coast. The cities are built right on the sea cliffs, that's unbelievable. They're just on there so perfectly that it looks like they're going to fall off. There's some restaurants built into the caves on the sea cliffs. It's just such a cool spot. One of the most famous places in the city is Cala Porto. It's probably the most recognized place in Puglia. It's a stunning beach that's surrounded by cliffs, coupled with crystal clear Mediterranean water. 8. Sicily. Sicily is the largest island in the Mediterranean. It's just full of culture and fascinating history. One of the most impressive places on the island is the Valley of the Temples in the town of Argento. It's one of the world's most stunning examples of Greek architecture. There were 7 temples built here by the Greeks in the 5th century. Unfortunately, they were burnt down by the Carthaginians, but rebuilt by the Romans. 4 centuries later, one of the most well-preserved is the Temple of Concordia. It features the classic Greek pillars, and just makes you wonder what this must have looked like when it was first built. Also there located is Catania. What's crazy about Catania is that it lies at the base of the massive Mount Etna volcano, which is 3,326 meters tall. It's one of the world's most active volcanoes. 9. Tuscany, now located in central Italy. Tuscany is known for its landscape's history and artistic legacy. It's a land full of rolling golden hills with countless little hilltop towns. One of the beautiful cities in Tuscany is San Gimignano. San Gimignano is a stunning medieval city perched upon a hill. One of the most iconic features of the city is the medieval watchtowers. Currently, there are 14 watchtowers still standing, but during its prime, there were over 72 towers, with the highest being 230 feet tall. The towers were built as a result of competing families who wanted to build the tallest and most grand tower. It has been untouched throughout time and has become one of the most popular medieval locations in all of Italy. 10. Florence. It's considered to be the birthplace of the Renaissance. One of the most impressive buildings is the Florence Cathedral. When you look at it, you just can't believe how big it is. It was completed in 1436, and it just amazes me that they were able to engineer such a big dome back then. The Ponte Vecchio Bridge is another historic site as it crosses the river. I just can't say enough good things about Florence. It's such an incredible city. Thanks for watching. Let me know where your favorite place in Italy. And I see you in my next video.